Some of my greatest early gaming memories are not from playing full games but actually playing demos of games. Demo discs come in many different forms from different publishers and were a great way of trying out new titles without forking out the money. Rising in popularity during the 5th and 6th generation consoles and dying out after downloadable demos became the norm, I'll be going over some of my experiences and memories of gaming demo discs. In this video, I'll be revisiting some of my old PS1 discs. Now this was the demo disc that came with my PlayStation. Oh, yeah, that zombie dude on the sleeve still gives me the creeps. Anyway, you pop this disc in and just listen to that music, such nostalgia. This disc really had a good variety of games to try out from different genres. You've got some platforming games with Croc 2, Spyro 2 and Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. Racing games include Wipeout 3, Ridge Racer Type 4 and Crash Team Racing. You've got 2 sports games with This Is Football and Tony Hawk's Skateboarding. There's Devil Dice, an addictive puzzle game, and finally an interesting choice in Destrega, a 3D fighting game. Now let's start off with my favourite demo on the disc, Spyro 2, which is in turn my favourite Spyro game. You get 2 full levels to play through, so plenty of content for my young self to replay before finally getting the full game. This bit here where you have to save the turtles from their own stupidity by knocking them away. It took me ages to realise you can charge into them to knock them into the water. I always just used my flame breath. Here's a fun trick you can do in this area. Fly around here, then swim up here, and then suddenly Sandy Beach is completely underwater. That's global warming for you. Tony Hawk's Skateboarding was always fun to have a blast on, even though I sucked at it. To be fair, I still suck now. It's weird going back to the first Tony Hawk game, as you can't perform manuals. I keep finding myself pressing up and down to try and link my tricks together, but nope, never works. Lastly, here's Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. You don't really hear about this title much these days, but it's one of my favourite platformers on the PS1. Yeah, the controls are a bit janky, but what do you expect from a 3D platform on the PlayStation? Now, what better way to increase childhood obesity than to include a PlayStation demo disc in all the McDonald's meals? I seem to remember they were only included in larger meals, a big bag exclusive. Looking back, this isn't anything out of the norm, as we've seen games handed out by Burger King and even Mario characters in the McDonald's Happy Meals. You get 4 different demos on this disc, and this is one of 4 different discs that you could get. On this one, you've got demos for Wipeout 3, Alfred Chicken, Gran Turismo 2 and Vib Ribbon. The game I used to play the most on here was Vib Ribbon. How can you not love that title music? The style and the sounds certainly make this game unique. You play as Vibri as you have to jump over obstacles in time with the music. The demo comes with a song from DJ Cam to play, but in the full game you can pop your own music CDs into your PlayStation and play along. Finally, if you were lucky enough to have a subscription to official PlayStation magazine, you'd have one of these discs dropped for your letterbox every month. Plenty of demos on this one, 12 of them to be exact. Let's kick it off with some Quake 2 action. I get a great sense of nostalgia revisiting this one, as it's the first taste of video game violence I had. Yeah, shoot the Strog into tiny pieces. Here's the Italian job. You get 2 levels to play here, one of which is probably the best one in the game, based on the iconic getaway scene in the movie. I'm not sure if I ever did escape with the gold back when I used to play this. Hey, why does the menu music sound like something from an Alien movie? I can't remember any UFOs in the Italian job. There is a demo on here for BMovie, the same track. How the hell did the music for this end up in a different demo? This title's quite quirky anyway. You have to save humans from being abducted by UFOs. You can shoot the ships down and even pick up the aliens as well. Also included on each PlayStation Magazine demo disc was a collection of Net Eurosy games. These were sort of the indie titles of the day. You had to have a Net Eurosy PlayStation to develop your very own PlayStation games. The console came in this black colour, which is so cool. I wish they did a black normal PlayStation. So anyway, you had a range of titles on each disc, and as you can imagine, some were really good and some were not so great. I hope you enjoyed my look at some of my old PlayStation 1 demo discs. I'm thinking of doing the same style for my PlayStation 2 demo discs, so let me know if you'd like to see that. As always, thank you very much for watching. Take a look at some other videos if you like what you see.